Robbie, you're with the Hornets. Austin, greeting some old friends there on the Cleveland side of things. Austin, just take a break here. Continue to talk to your friends because we'll start with Robbie and the Hornets, as we just saw there. Robbie, it's a fun, youthful, loose team. What have you found out in your time around them?
Well, there's certainly an organization that is just looking to build, and when you've got a really fun young core, James, how you doing? Good to see you. When you're looking to build and you have some young, exciting players, certainly it starts with LaMelo Ball, and you look at Brandon Miller. You could even throw in there Miles Bridges. You know, certainly that core three of what they've had, that's really exciting. But then you add Con Knipple to the mix, the way that he's played in this season. Offensively, there's a lot to like. I think the defensive end of the floor, it's still a little bit of an experiment here of what works, how can they be more physical, how can they get more stops. But there's no doubting that on certain nights when you watch this team, the Atlanta game a couple games ago is a great example. They look like a team that can put up numbers and can beat you in a number of ways. Now, you watch the Detroit game in their last one, it's a bit of a struggle defensively. So still trying to find their way. But this is a team that's fun to watch, and they are certainly up and coming.
Robbie, Derek Fisher here, man. Talk to us about the Charlotte Hornets and how they start to learn to squeeze out those road wins, right? Solid at home for a young team, but 3-11 on the road so far this year. Going into Cleveland tonight, how do they take good basketball on the road?
Well, I think it's certainly their shot selection is a big part of that, taking good shots, being able to set your defense. They're a team that's going to play in the half court, so they've got to make Cleveland play in the half court as well. You know, the Detroit game's a great example. The physicality, I think, got to them. And when you're looking at this group, they certainly are a team that's really young. This is the 7th youngest team in the NBA. So whether it's the physicality or it's just the experience factor, playing in these games, getting in these experiences, that's going to go a long way. But they're going to have to find some things defensively so they can grind things out when the offense isn't going.
You know, Robbie, when you talk about it being a young, talented team, and by the way, this is Isaiah, is this team settling right now? Because they have 4 good players that you just named. Even though they're young in talent, you know, they're good enough to win basketball games. Are they satisfied with just losing, or do they really want to win?
No, I think in being around these guys over the last 2 days, just kind of talking to whether it's in the front office, their coaching staff, some of the players, they want to win. And I think when you look at the way that they've played, a lot of the inconsistencies, especially, you know, shooting the basketball. You've got LaMelo Ball is having a career low year in terms of his field goal percentage. Brandon Miller, those numbers have dipped in terms of him shooting the basketball as well. The injuries have made it tough. You know, when your best players are in and out of the lineup, it's going to be hard to win games. I think they need a clean bill of health. They need their best players on the floor. And if that happens, they feel like they can give themselves a chance to go on a little run here in the East.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do that. They're a fun young team to watch. All right, Robbie, we'll release you to do more rebounding for the teams down there on the court.